Welcome to shop, everybody, and welcome to another Knife Lotto. This is for a new model that I introduced at Blade Show this year, just a few weeks ago, the native Maglock. I've done a Tengu Maglock for a number of years. The Maglock design, I had a lot of questions at the show about the Maglock design. The concept for doing it was actually thought up by a friend of mine who is also one of the founders and owners of Shade Tree Phenolics. He has been a fan of Barry Woods, who many of you may know, for a long time. Of course, the late, great Barry Woods. And he decided to take a modern twist on that design, the locking mechanism that he had. So that is where the Maglock comes from. And I try and always give him credit as much as I can for coming up with that concept. I know there are a lot of counterfeits out there, but he's the one, even though he doesn't have a patent in place currently, he has kind of given me the go-ahead to do custom versions of that. And so I give him credit for that. I don't think there's anybody else that he's kind of given the green light for. So these are some of the first, not the very first, the prototype sold at Blade Show. But let's take a look at these, what everybody is in for the lotto on this week. Let's start out with these guys. And I'm not going to open these all up because you can kind of get an idea. And also trying to go for a little natural light today. Get some outside light on there so you guys can see. So this is the Westinghouse green canvas with orange. Got a nice, bright, popping backspacer. Westinghouse green all the way around. Hermes, hopefully you are in luck today, dude. We shall see. Not a huge group, but still quite a few people. So there's a green one. This one, one thing about it, first time I've done this. This is a matte blasted and then etched blade. So I know on the camera it kind of just looks like a dull gray, but it's a little darker than it looks on camera. Kind of a cool finish. This one is some vintage speckled yellow linen. You can see all the little specks in there in the material. It's kind of some cool stuff that way. Another nice hand rub blade. Got some layers on that backspacer. Next up is the all Zerk. So this is a solid Zerk. I don't know if you call it frame or what you'd call it. But let me show you how it looks inside. It's all hollowed out. So one of the reasons that I did that is because one of the tendencies is that where those magnets are will rub. And it's going to scratch inside. That's just the nature of it. But at least with this one, it's very minimal contact so that it doesn't show those scratches so much. So you can see that on there. Really not showing anything, which is kind of cool. Plus, with Zerk, makes it lighter, right? So there you have it. The all Zerk. And then we've got one that I thought was pretty fun. This is the all titanium. So it's got a mutant shield, kind of coined that phrase with superlative. And so I do a few of those on my knives as well. But polished to that center portion, got some cool copper sandmai. And then this one, again, has the nice hollowed out interior. Really, really light knife. Super light knife. With that awesome copper. Get that in the light so you can see it. So there you go. Those are the four that we have up for grabs. Let's get to that drawing. I'm going to draw 4 names. I'll go ahead and draw 2 alternates. I haven't been getting to alternates for a while. Again, it's been probably a month since I've done a lotto here on YouTube. I did one just small native lotto in the Facebook group. But other than that, been a little bit slower just because of Blade Show. Through the summer, I'll be able to get some more things in. And then once shows come up in September, October, then it'll of course slow down a little bit again. But let us get to our list. We have a grand total of, I think it was 227. So we'll start with 2, since number 1 is not there. And let's go. 93. Joshua Chapa, you are my first pick. Next one we have 36. Steve Loopy, you are number 2. Number 2 is number 3. So technically now, when you think about this, this is actually number 1. But since that's why I do the numbers that way, because number 1 is the your name line, so I can't really put it in there. Number 1 does get drawn, people. Don't be afraid to be the first one to enter. And of course, it's my friend Pliku, who is like the luckiest guy. I swear that dude gets drawn all the time, and there's like 220 other people that will not get drawn or win a knife today that have never been drawn. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm telling you. So there's our number 3. Number 4 will be 87, so we're staying up on the upper end of this one. 87 is my man Chris Winter. All right, now we will get to our alternates. First alternate, staying up top. Whitney, you are my alternate number 1. And then last but not least, 87. It's just staying right up here, man. Kind of crazy. Oh my goodness. It must be meant to be for Chris to get a knife. Let's try that again. We will draw alternate number 2, and it is down on the bottom. All right, here we go. 186. Rosalind, you are my alternate number 2. Okay, let's organize these bad boys up. Okay, so Joshua, you got number 1. Steve, number 2. Plico, you lucky sucker, number 3. Chris Winter, number 4. And then my alternates are Whitney and Rosalind. So there you go. Congrats, everybody. If you are watching this, go ahead and reach out to me and preemptively send me a message. That's fine. Whatever the communication method you had, whether it's whatever. I guess, of course, if you texted, you probably don't have my number to text. But feel free to reach out to me first, and I will be reaching out to everybody quickly. I hope you'll have a great weekend. Tomorrow is a good day. It's Father's Day, the one day that I get to legitimately, without guilt, take a nap in the afternoon, and no one's going to get mad at me for doing it. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Fathers out there, whether you are a dad or a father figure, I think tomorrow is for all of you that have made a difference in a kid's life or been a father to anyone. And that doesn't mean a literal father, but someone that has acted as a father for someone that maybe doesn't have one or doesn't have a father that's worthy of that. So happy Father's Day to all of you dads out there, to all of you men that have made a difference. Our world is trying to discredit, shame, and tear down the family, and specifically fathers. And so tomorrow is a special day for me, obviously, and a big day for all of you other fathers out there. So happy Father's Day, everybody. Hope you have a great weekend. And then next week, I will have some Schillen knives. I have something very special coming on this first batch, on each one, that you won't want to miss. So stay tuned for that towards the end of next week or beginning of the following. And we'll have some more special stuff. Thanks again for watching and for joining in. And if you could, it will definitely help me out. For some other reasons, surprisingly, subscribe and follow this page. Make sure you like it. Give me a thumbs up. Things are good. Subscribers will allow me to have, I don't really care about monetization, but it allows me to do my lives in different places, like on my phone. So be sure to subscribe, follow, like, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.